What is up, wrestling fans? It is your boy Jake yet again with the Poop Ninja and with Brady Hicks. Brady Hicks, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About myself? Sure. I mean, what do you want to know? I'm a writer with Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I am a ring announcer and a commentator with ECWA. Super 8 tournament is next Saturday in Morganville, New Jersey. And I run the VOC Nation podcast network, vocnation.com.
All right. And also, I saw a video on my show before we played a match where American Roughneck and you was in it. You were one of the announcers.
Probably from New Moon Rising Wrestling, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah. Big fan of the Roughneck. He's a great guy.
Yeah, Harry doesn't like him. Harry, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm sorry.
Why are you nervous? Not with me, I don't.
I thought I changed that already, but
you're fine.
I just want to say I get nervous on all these big interviews.
Well, I appreciate it. I would hardly say that I'm big.
Oh, I was a fan of your in the room on who's slamming who.
Who's slamming who? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Thank you. So I guess when that podcast network kind of fell apart, I took it and ran it out of my own website for a while. It's still every Tuesday night on VOC Nation. So we've been doing it for 12, 13 years now.
Nice.
It's an outlet, it's fun. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Thank you.
Do you know who Kenny Bolin is? Kenny the Star Maker Bolin?
Yeah, Kenny the Star Maker. Yes, big fan. Kenny's one of a kind.
Yeah. He, by the way, on his Wikipedia page, it actually, when you search Kenny Bolin, your name gets brought up. It says you and him got into an argument.
We got into a few arguments over the years, but it's okay.
The Great Harry Barnett says that the Great Harry Barnett was the biggest star on Who's Slamming Who.
I don't even know who this Harry Barnett is that you're talking about. I'm trying to think. Was he? Oh, I know. He's the guy that used to ask him. Is he on the chat right now?
Yes, he is.
I'm pretty sure that he's the guy that used to pay to do a podcast for Tommy Fear. I think he gave him like $30 a month or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong about that. I think Harry used to pay to do a podcast.
The British gentleman?
Oh, I don't know if he was British. I guess so. Okay. I thought he was just slow. I don't know if he's actually British.
By the way, when I go
he's from like New Jersey.
But I just want to tell you that when I put Brady Hicks into thing, it said moderation. It wouldn't let me put Brady Hicks. I had to put Brady H in the Twitch stream.
Okay.
Because it won't let me put your last name in the chat. In the title. So sorry.
It's okay.
A Kickflip Demon in the chat here mentions about a infamous interview with AJ Styles that got Styles in a little heat in TNA back in 2010 that you did.
Oh, yeah. Poor AJ. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the circumstances. He was quite upset about something. I forget what it was now. But he said some stuff during that interview, and he ended up getting suspended for like 2 weeks.
If I remember it correctly, it was something to do with, was it with Ric Flair, maybe?
Might have been.
Yeah, it might have been Flair.
I also feel like there was something like, because they told him not to talk about the WWE or something, and then he was talking about his dream matches, and all he wanted to talk about was like wrestling like Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton someday.
Right.
Like
he
that
said
too.
Harry said the first time he met you, he slapped you 4 times, and when he sees you again, he's gonna be a 5th.
I mean, I don't remember that, but yeah, I mean, I've been hit on the head a few times, so
yeah. And Harry does have a little bit of brain damage, so
well, then he might not want to hit me.
There you go. Make it worse.
He called Flair a douchebag.
Oh, okay.
And then we're under contract together at the same time. Yeah, ask Harry if anybody's ever hit him, because I don't remember that. If somebody ever hit Harry.
Yeah. By the way, if you don't notice, I used your Facebook profile picture as our background.
I see that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was taken from the Super 8 in 2020, right after, at the tail end of the pandemic in 2020, before it kind of came back in a second wave.
The CB. I don't like the YouTube rules suck. You can't say that word on shows.
What word? Did I say a word?
The coronavirus. You can't say that.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. What do you want me to call it?
No.
Did I get you in trouble? I get you?
No, he's fine. Hey, Brady, what about the time you got beat up by Demolition? Great Harry Barnett wants to know your feelings on that. I know you were managing a different team against Demolition.
Yeah, it was Wreckage and Romance. It was Matt Riviera, who he was on. I forget what it was. A
CCW. He was on Megan Wants a Millionaire, and also
that's it. Yeah. Matt Riviera, Megan Wants a Millionaire. He was a television star and a wrestler.
He retired.
He did retire. He ran Traditional Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, he was also in Burt Prentice's. USA Championship Wrestling.
I'll never forget that though. That was that was around the time that I met Stacy Carter, who's one of my closer friends in wrestling. The Cat from WWE. Yeah, she was supposed to hit me with a chair, and or chase me with a chair. And I guess I was a little too slow because she hit me with it. And that sucker hurt, man. And I slid into the ring. And I remember, clear as day, Smash or Barry Dorso, he picks me up and he holds me. And I got Bill Eadie, who's Axe, and he's standing over me with his fist in the air. And he says to me, "This is going to hurt." He's like, "But it's not going to hurt as much as you think it's going to hurt," or something. And he punches me right in the gut. And I lose all the air, and he's like, "You're going to fall backward, and you're going to hook your arm on the rope so you don't break your neck." And I do that. I literally flip out of the ring. It was the most amazing athletic thing I've ever done. And I land on my feet on the floor and just kind of collapse, trying to breathe. That's what Demolition is. But they're true professionals.
Yeah.
Bill Eadie, I mean, he's been around forever too. Mass Superstar and one of the machines. I always like the machines with Andre the Giant and Bill Eadie and
exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
What do you think about the A&E show that WWE did? Most Wanted Treasures.
Oh, I watched a little bit of that. The one that I saw had Bill Apter on it because Bill Apter is part of the VOC Nation. So I guess they went there looking for Andy Kaufman stuff. You know,
looking for the
it's a good show. I really enjoyed those the documentaries that they did even more than that. Because they were profiling a different star every week. I thought it was great.
Yeah, they ended up releasing those on DVD too. The interviews, the ones with Bret Hart and Booker T.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Does Ron Starr still want to get Brady for calling him out the elephant in the room?
That was my fault. I apologize to Ron. Actually, it's one of the few examples of a mistake that I've made in life. Sometimes when you're live on the microphone, you say things and they don't come out the way you mean. I've talked with Ron and we're good now. And by the way, he looks amazing. As a side, when I said that, he probably weighed about 350 pounds. Now he's down to 200 or less. He looks absolutely amazing.
Is this the same Ron Starr as like Rotten Ron Starr from like Puerto Rico WWC Puerto Rico wrestling and stuff, or somebody different?
I believe so.
Oh wow!
I'd have to double check that, but I know he's been around a while.
That's a legend there. That's cool.
Yeah, he is. He is.
You know what? By the way, rest in peace, Scott Hall. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Passed. Razor Ramon passed away.
That was sad. I was saying on my show on Tuesday, like that was that hit me as bad as the Macho Man, and I didn't expect it to. But it was like, I don't know. And Scott Hall is like somebody that I never met. You know, I've never had the opportunity to kind of do anything with him, but he always seemed to me to be somebody that like I would really have enjoyed. You know what I mean? Because I was such a fan, and I thought he was so smart with like everything wrestling related, and like he seemed to get it. You know, he got the entertainment aspect of it. He was a great wrestler. He just had such a mind for everything. I think it's a huge loss. If he had his crap together sooner, like I think he could have been a backstage guy in WWE for years.
Oh, most definitely.
Do you remember he was a tag team champion with Kurt Hennig in AWA?
Yeah. Well, he was a tremendous wrestler.
The great Harry Barnett asked this question: which circus did the American Roughneck get discovered in? He doesn't.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
I've had American Roughneck on my show, and Harry was on the show with me, and I wanted him to do the show with me, your show. But here's the problem: him and his girlfriend is in England right now with him, visiting him. So,
who? Harry?
Yeah.
Harry doesn't have a girlfriend, does he?
He does, a very lovely one too.
Really? Have you met her?
I have met Eva. She's actually very nice and very lovely.
The profile pic, the picture.
His profile pic, if you can see it, she's right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for him. Good for him. I just assumed he was alone in a room somewhere by himself.
Yeah.
Printing his 3D whatever.
By the way, we do. Me and Pooh do have something 3D printed by Harry. If you want,
does Eva talk, or is she just a 3D print?
No, she's real. She's not one of his inventions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember Harry now. The more I think about it, yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
What was that, Brady?
He was a total loser.
He always tags me. Every time you post something on Facebook, he tags me in a tweet with it.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does. Yeah. You know the difference between Harry and a Nigerian scammer?
What's that?
He's actually from England, not Nigeria.
I have, American Roughneck, I saw one of his matches. I played one of his matches on the show, and Harry was like, I hate Brady Hicks. He sounds like a little girl in that.
Yeah. I realize who Harry is now. Like I said, I get so many people who write me all the time. It's like I can't keep track, but yeah, I figured out who he is. Yeah. And he is the guy that paid to podcast. I'm almost positive. He used to pay Tommy Fierro.
Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, is your nephew okay? I heard his nephew calls for him sometimes.
Yeah, his nephew runs wild around the house. Like he's a 10-year-old boy. What do you expect?
Bring him on. Yeah. Bring him on.
Hey, by the way, Evie.
Oh, there's Evie. That's his girlfriend.
And
hi, Evie.
She lives in Ohio.
Is she on the air now?
Yes, she's in the chat right now.
Oh, she's in the chat. Okay.
She says, yes, I'm real Brady, but I can slap you too if you need to know for sure. Is what Evie says.
Okay, so it's Harry pretending to be Evie then, in other words.
Could be, possibly.
Evie, you can actually go on YouTube now. You're unblocked on YouTube.
No, Evie's Evie's an awesome lady. She's a lovely lady. We all love Evie here.
Okay. And she's real. She is real.
She is 100% real. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not like not like Harry in a wig or anything like like what's a Bates Motel? It's not something
right.
Like
no Norman Bates or Mother Bates situation.
Okay. I got you.
Actually living, breathing, attractive, intelligent female. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. So
you know how, because she never has to see him. Ohio. Yeah,
they're actually together right now in the UK. She traveled over there for her first time out of the United States, and
yeah, she doesn't sound real. I'm just playing.
Yeah, the thing is, wrestling is actually, now I'm seeing that Matt Cardona is the NWA champion now.
Yeah, he won it a couple weeks ago. Yep.
Yeah.
It's exciting, good for him.
It's lately it's almost like the indies are back. Like when I first started watching wrestling, we had like Memphis and World Class and
sure.
Yeah, and it's like that kind of went away for a long time. Just and now it's actually like there's established indies coming back that are strong.
Yeah, look at like WrestleMania weekend. How many independents are going to be in full force? Like you've got GCW that's got a presence and MLW and there's so many. Whereas like before, they were like few and far between. So
they just announced that Tony Khan booked the Briscoes versus FTR for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships.
Okay, yeah, and I saw and that's great for them, because I know that for a little while there, like they weren't going to do anything with the Briscoes because of something that he had said like years ago, Jay Briscoe. So
yeah,
which is a shame because they're a talented tag team in my opinion.
Oh, they're so great, yeah. Their biggest problem has always been like they did that promo about being aesthetically pleasing. They're not the prettiest to look at, but they definitely get the job done.
Yeah, but I think that makes them better, because they're not cookie cutter like a lot of these other teams and guys,
Yeah. For the longest time, all WWE was like guys that looked like Chris Masters, and now,
right.
It's a lot different. It's and I think that's better.
I do too. I agree.
Yeah.
Is this the real Brady, or is just in America doing an impression?
No, this is Brady. This is Brady.
There's a clip. The Hicks be gone. He has a hammer and just wanted to hit you with a hammer sorry.
Well, it's okay. We're okay now. So Justin would never hit me with a hammer. Yeah, no, we're okay.
Yeah, kickflip demon. I agree.
Don't believe everything you see.
Yeah, and I see a lot in the wrestling business. I see a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, CM Gonzo? How you doing?
Yeah, we got Gonzo, Kickflip Demon, Jay Ward, of course, the great Harry Barnett, and Evie, Stock Explorer. We got a lot of good people here in the chat today. It's awesome.
Over on YouTube.
I got to ask you, Brady, I'm a big fan of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I started buying them from like 1986 up to about 2000 when I started getting internet.
Yeah.
But you actually working for them. I mean, I know it's not the same company per se, but how does it feel being a part of Pro Wrestling Illustrated? I don't know if you were a fan as a kid like I was, but
yeah, no, I mean, it was a huge accomplishment for me. I remember I used to go to this bookstore when I was like 10, 11 years old, and it was a used bookstore, and you could buy these magazines for like a quarter or 50 cents a piece. Oh, wow. And I would fill up a box and just take as many as I could, I was a huge fan of Pro Wrestling Illustrated growing up, and it's been an awesome thing to get to be part of that legacy, to get to write for them and to get to all the benefits that come along with it, whether it's networking or going to shows, or just, getting to go into the locker room and meet a lot of the great guys and girls that are in the industry today. It's been absolutely great. I love everything about Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And it is the same company, by the way. It is, yeah. So for years it was London Publishing.
Right.
They changed their name to Kappa Publishing at some point, and Kappa, you might, if you go into like a supermarket in the United States and you see like those word search books and stuff like that, and the scrambles and all those little activity books that they sell at the checkout, they have a little K in the corner. That's Kappa. It's the same company. They produce all these different types of magazines and digests and things like that. In 2011, I think it was, Golden Boy Enterprises, which is Oscar De La Hoya, the boxer, purchased Pro Wrestling Illustrated in the ring. And so we were part of a different company at that point. But Oscar De La Hoya ultimately sold the assets for Pro Wrestling Illustrated back to Kappa, and we've been there ever since. So it's the same company.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
The publisher, Stu Sachs, who hired me, he retired back in 2020, I believe, or 2011, 2020 or 2021. I get hit on the head so many times. I apologize. I don't remember. But so Stu Sachs is gone. But if you remember Kevin McElvaney from the original In the Room on Who's Slamming Who,
I do.
He is the editor for Pro Wrestling Illustrated now. He took over for Stu.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So my buddy is my boss now, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is cool. It's great to see it kind of live on with a younger generation, and I've been part of it now for 16 years, going strong.
That's great. Yeah, because I remember a lot of the Off the Top Rope with Eddie Elner and Liz Hunter and Stu Sachs. I remember that name, like editor-in-chief or whatever he was at that time.
That was him.
In the ratings, I remember opening up the 2-page ratings where you had like NWA, World Class, WWF, AWA, Continental. I just love that magazine. I used to, every month I'd go to a Hallmark card and carousel shop that was in the mall and get my issue. I knew what day it was there. It was every Wednesday, once a month. Yeah. I knew in the middle, it was towards the end of the month. They'd have it. I would get it every month. I never subscribed, but I bought it for years and years and years. I still have them. Yeah. Just great.
One of my best experiences with it, for years, I did the introducing column for The Wrestler and Inside Wrestling, which is a lot of people didn't know they were under the same ownership, so it was the same staff and everything. So the introducing column was like, I would basically search for like the greatest, like kind of independent talent that like we thought were going to make it big, and sit down and interview with them. It was really their first opportunity to gain exposure, in the wrestling world. And I met some really, really amazing talents that way. Some didn't make it, but for every maybe person that you never heard of, I had Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Brody Lee, and it just at Madison Rain, like it just goes on with all the amazing talent that that I got to have a part in introducing to the U.S. market.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
it was very cool. Was my favorite part of the job by far. That and the 500.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
I remember the first year of the PWI 500. I thought that was so awesome. I remember buying that on the newsstand. It was just, a lot of wrestlers, especially towards the end of it, I didn't know who they were, but some of them, like Duke the Dumpster Drosy, he was like number 500 as trash guy or something. I don't remember the name, but it's like, hey, somebody said that's him from the 500. I'm like, oh wow, it's cool, Yeah,
you don't realize sometimes it's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, I'm really proud actually. I'm the reason that the Miz got ranked number 1 that one year. That was all me.
That's awesome.
The entire group was ready to pick John Cena. And I said, you know what? John Cena wins it a whole lot. And if you look at that year the Miz had, winning the Intercontinental and the tag and the world title all in 1 year, Money in the Bank, main event of WrestleMania, won WrestleMania. I was like, It was just cool. It was cool.
Was that the WrestleMania? Was that the WrestleMania that was in Georgia?
I believe so. Yeah.
I forget which WrestleMania. I just said the one that's in Georgia.
Yeah. It was The Miz and John Cena in the main event.
Yeah.
Yep. So, pretty cool stuff.
We got a Slick Raid, Jake. Slick Revenge has hosted the stream here, so that's pretty
cool. Do you get blamed by wrestlers when they're not happy with their number in the PWI 500?
Yes, you would not believe how petty some wrestlers are. It's hilarious. People want to say, oh, the list doesn't mean anything or the magazine is irrelevant, but they're the same people who are like running to the newsstands to get it just to see where they're ranked.
Right.
It really is funny, but I mean, in all seriousness, it's hilarious, and there are so few kind of impartial things in wrestling. You know, everybody's so heavily influenced, and that's one thing I love about like PWI and being part of it is, you know, they're not just a WWE magazine. They don't just have their hands up like the butts of like AEW. Do you know what I mean? Like they're truly independent, and we kind of try our best to weigh everything equally, and so it's pretty cool. It's
By the way, they're saying that WWE that Cody Rhodes is signed with WWE.
I believe that when I see it. I still, part of me still feels like he's going to show up on Dynamite randomly and challenge for the TNT title again, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jake. Sorry.
What do you think about Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti are together now?
What do I think? I mean, who doesn't love to see two beautiful people get together, right? That's isn't that the American dream now?
Indeed.
I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them.
You know, the thing is, if we don't preserve wrestling history, it won't be here anymore for the next generation.
That's why we have to talk about Tay Conti as much as possible.
Yeah, and we also have to talk about, also, what did you think about AEW signing Brody Lee Jr. to a contract?
Oh, is that official? I guess it is. Yeah. I mean, good for him. You know, I hear as long as he keeps his grades up, he'll get to be on TV. So.
Exciting. Oh, good. Harry wants to know Mark Angel's on Twitter now. If you know who Mark Angel is,
I do know Mark Angel. He's actually the nicest independent wrestler I've ever met.
I also know Jimmy Lyons. So
Chongo. Okay. Yeah, I hate to say it, like, I love those guys. I love all of them. I do have to get going in a minute because I promised my fiance that we'd run to the store. Can we do this again sometimes? Like, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, sure. Right, it'd be awesome.
All right, we can do it. All right, you want me to keep
you out? Part two?
Part two?
Sorry, yeah, I gave myself a half an hour. I said I'll be out in a half an
hour. All right.
I'm getting married, and we have to go inside and scan towels. This is truly the American dream. So.
I will.
I've been there.
We will talk to you later, Brady. Are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter. Yeah, if you go to at Brady Hicks, I'm right there. You can also check out my my VOC Nation, which is where In the Room airs. That's at VOC Nation. And you can also check out VOCNation.com. It's got pretty much the updates with the podcast and everything else going on. So
awesome.
We will set that up again. We'll do part two.
I would love it. Right, I'm sorry to run like that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just a very busy guy.
I knew we were only going to get 15 to 30 minutes with you, so it was.
Yeah. All right, but I loved it. I had so much fun.
Yep, me too. We'll do this again, Brady. Thank you.
Yeah, and next time, let's not talk about Harry the entire half an hour. It would absolutely kill him to sit and listen to an interview where his name isn't mentioned.
All right. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Love you, brother. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thanks for the interest. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
And guys, that was a good interview.
Yeah, it's a nice guy. I like Brady. Brady's cool.
I get that's actually a great thing. You know what? The thing is, I thought we were only going to get 15 minutes with him.
Yeah, we got a half hour, Jake. That's awesome.
Now I could sit down now. I could stand up.
We want to thank everybody that came in, Gonzo and Kickflip and the great Harry Barnett, the lovely Eve.
Yeah.
And by the way, I did through the tulips was bored. He could play his ukulele for us next time. What's his name?
Yeah. Brady Hicks.
Jay Ward.
Yeah. Next week we got Rob Steele coming on next week. So
thank you, Harry.
Yeah, and guys, I'm not tired. I'm just like this stressed me out.
Yeah, it's all good, Jake. You did a good job, man. You did good.
Yeah. I thought here's the thing. When we set everything up, I thought we were only going to get like 15 minutes. He gave us 20 something.
Yeah, it was great. He gave us 30 minutes. He gave us 28 30 minutes. That was great. And he wants to do part 2, Jake.
Yeah.
Part 2, I think you should have Harry here. I mean, I can come on too, but you definitely should have Harry. Hopefully Harry will be free.
If you know, okay.
Jay Ward wants to know if we can get Marty Jannetty next. We can try. Jake can try.
He said great time.
Said what?
He said great time.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it was good, Jake. You did a good job, man. You did great.
One of my, by the way, the Evie put a picture in the Harry verse.
Awesome. I'll have to check it out later.
I just want to say that this was an awesome show, guys. You know, it was a great. I was a little bit nervous. I was nervous.
Yeah, I know.
I was super nervous about doing the show because
it's okay to be nervous. You take that nervous energy and use it. You know what I mean, Jake? Yeah, just build it up, use it.
Now I could actually put this up.
Here I come to save the day.
Yeah.
Feeling Filipinos in his own way.
I just want to say a big thank you to Pooh for coming on and being
brother.
Being the person to help me back me up on this, because when I booked this, I thought I had Harry. I thought I could get Harry to do the show, but I didn't know. I forgot that he was going to have Evie on.
Yeah, schedules conflict and stuff, and it's all fine, Jake.
Yeah, because here's what I should have done. I should have said, Harry, can you do this? And before I booked the show.
Because thank you, Jay Ward. I appreciate it, brother.
This was one of Harry's people, and
well, he said he wants to do number 2, so just have Harry there for number 2, and it'll be good. Or like Kickflip said, Harry could have co-hosted in the chat.
Yeah.
So, but either way, it all worked out. It was good. We all had a good time. It was a good interview, Jake.
Yeah,
you did good, man. You did a great job.
By the way, he said he wanted to is March 26th. Next week, next Saturday is ECWA Super 8.
Super 8 tournament.
Guys, I'm gonna put up the website, guys, because if you guys want to go check out ECWA, guys, if anybody wants to go check them out, they are some great wrestling. If anybody wants to check out,
the Super 8 tournament, I know the one tournament they had a lot of like the light heavyweights and stuff at the time way back. I mean, it's been going on for a long time, 24 years. So. They had a lot of good talent go through the Super 8 tournaments. So Harry says he'll be there next time if he can come with a chair in hand waiting for Brady.
Yeah.
Give him a love tap upside the head with a chair is what Harry wants to do.
Yeah. By the way, next we got, I want to also give a big shout out to all the people out there that are being safe. I want to also give a big shout out to the team that I have here. Big thank you to Poot Ninja for coming on. Poot Ninja backed me up on this. I was nervous.
It was all you, brother. You did it. You did a good job, CJ. You got this, man.
I'm fixing this shit a pink Twinkie. I'm fixing shit a Twinkie right now.
Harry said no love tap. He's knocking that some bitch out.
Yeah.
You did great, Jake. You did great, man. Good job.
And I was nervous.
I know you were. I know I could see it. It's good. Sometimes nervous energy is good. It can get you pumped up and use it. By the way, good.
Today is Matt Seidel's birthday.
Oh wow! Happy birthday,
Matt Seidel.
Matt Seidel. What was his name in WWE? Was what Justin something?
Evan Bourne.
Or Evan Bourne. Okay.
You're thinking about PJ Black. You're thinking about PJ Black.
Yeah, I was thinking of PJ Black. You're right, Jake.
Yep.
Evan Bourne, great wrestler.
Yeah, shout out to the people that are. I also want to give a really big shout out to the people that I booked these shows on my own. And I was super nervous.
Yep. Well, he had right to be. I mean, Brady Hicks is a known guy. I mean, he's been around in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a good person to get booked, and he wants to come back. Jake, you did so good. He wants to come back, so that's great, man.
The thing is, I've been talking to a few people. TJ Punk wants to come back. TJ Punk from TFW wants to come back, and Viper Kid wants to go.
Viper Kid. Congrats to Viper Kid. I heard that he finally enrolled into wrestling school.
Yeah, it wasn't Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling School.
Yeah, it was he found a different one. So when Viper Kid becomes WWE champ or New Japan champ or wherever he tends to go after his years, give Jake an interview here because Jake was always there for you, Viper. Don't forget when you get big, man.
Yeah, and I also Lance Storm tweeted about Chris Candido.
Yeah. Is that anniversary? Did he die around this time? It's been a while.
Yeah, Chris Candido is Sonny got arrested.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
She's not in a good place right now, Jake. She's got some issues and she keeps getting arrested for them, and a lot of us have been there and done that, and some of us haven't, and it's just human nature, Jake. So I mean, I think Tammy is a great talent. She was a great interview, a great presence, and she was pretty hot back in the day, And she's still an attractive woman, I think. But
here's the thing. One of the things that I want to also bring up, if I had Pesci up here, he would have made Brady Hicks quit before.
I don't know. I think Pesci would have done just as good or even better.
Yeah.
It's all good, Jake. Pesci had done fun.
And here's what I want to bring up: the fact that we have so many people that we want to. I've been talking to a few people, and I've mentioned that I wanted to have these guys on the show and stuff. Brady, These exclusively. Brady, you know, I always get tagged and stuff with Brady because of a certain person's in my fucking chat room right now.
Harry said Pesci would have asked him how he's related to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Maybe.
By the way, shout out to our good friend Harry Barnett.
Yep, Harry's the man. And also the maker and creator of the mini Jake Pops.
Yeah. By the way, today is Wayne Noon's birthday.
Wayne Noon. Was it Rat? What's his channel? Rat. Harry would know. Rat something reviews. He's had some good interviews and stuff too.
He had Goldie. He had Goldie.
He had Goldilocks on there, and never met him personally, but seems to be a cool guy.
Oh my Lana.
Rat Salad Review is the name of the channel. Thank you, Harry.
Yeah.
But he's got a good show. I'm subbed to him on YouTube. He's got a good channel there. He interviews people and stuff. And
if anybody wants to come on, here's the link.
Yeah, Jake, I actually got to take off in a little bit here. I got some stuff I got to do. I just wanted to make sure I was here for you for the interview and stuff. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take off, Jake. Man, I just want you to let you know you did a good job, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, man. Take care, everybody in the chat. Bye. I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye. Guys, this was a great show. This was a damn good show. I also now I can play this clip right. Fuck off, Brad.
Yep. Show him the sign, Jake.
Brad, have you seen my sign? Have you seen my sign? Mm-hmm. Brad.
Hold on, Jake. Ready?
Go.
There you go, Jake. We're getting these sound effects down at least. Now I know I can play a sound effect. I learned that from Russo.
Mountain Time, I got a thing for you.
Should we send Kenny a link?
Hey, what's up, Spencer Green?
What up, Spencer? Hey, it's sexy Kenny Chow.
What's up? What's up? Hey, what's on?
Well, at least we got that chat working tonight. Yeah, keep that off. Keep that sign up, Jake. I like that sign a lot.
Hey, when we go like Brad. That? Hey, Brad, that was sign? Brad, this is for you, Brad. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, guys. I don't know who I'm going to rate them. Guys, I'm not going to rate anybody, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, guys. Until again, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.